Welcome to part 9 of Uncharted 4, and it's a long one, so I advise you to get popcorn or crisps or whatever
I
you
have
like.
coffee, not tea. Coffee.
Oh yeah, and we're almost at one of my favorite puzzles in the game.
Not a bad choice of drink. Oh, are you thinking about going for a Godo cosplay as well, Shiroi?
No, but that would be cool.
It's always one of this is always one of my favorite features in the Uncharted games. The notebook. It's always very amusing. The clever little jokes that Nate writes in between the images. Yeah.
If I were into cosplay, I'd have gone as Apollo, but
I do it. Called it.
well, I'm not cosplaying it there, but yeah, well.
I'm still looking forward to seeing your Maya Fairy cosplay.
So yeah, basically we just warned Sully that we're going straight into the cave. If we lose signal, it's normal. Don't worry.
All right.
In some cases, people would think that this means we're close to the end.
Mm.
Nah, I'm guessing we've got a long way to go.
No, we still have fun. This is the longest game in the series. So.
Precisely.
Until the DLC comes out. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Well, it's no longer technically DLC. We're going to be now. It's officially its own game. It's not even you're not even going to need to own this game to play it.
Oh, guys,
Immediately after E3?
I'm betting they're going
it's
to
even
show
going to get
it
its
at
own
E3.
channel release and everything, Deji.
Well, it's definitely the longest part in the series.
They're definitely going to show off that new game at E3.
You mean Lost Legacy?
Yeah.
Of course, and we might see another trailer for Last of Us Part 2, maybe.
Well, I hope they show
By
off
maybe,
gameplay stuff.
definitely, because yeah, we're definitely seeing it.
You know, am I the only one who... Oh, wait, never mind.
Well, Shiroi, it's a sequel to The Last of Us, so we already have a very good idea of what the gameplay is
No,
going to be
not
like.
The Last of Us. I mean for the Uncharted spin-off.
Well, again, Uncharted, we already have a basic idea of how it's going to play anyway.
Anyway, guys, we're coming up to the door of death.
Yeah.
It says...
Yeah. This is one of my favorite things. These holes where they had to put them because they make a lot of good jokes from this.
Guys, it says if you're here, you're already dead.
I'm gonna say it for the content.
I thought...
Hold on. Hold on.
I'm just gonna cover my ears for the inevitable universe moment.
Yeah. Hey, Nate, maybe we could give you a sequel hook. Eh?
Oh, look, it starts like Indiana Jones. I'm sure there's no booby traps whatsoever.
Yeah, don't worry. It's mostly fine.
Really?
Yeah.
For those who prove worthy, paradise awaits. To those who prove false, behold your grim fate.
Yeah, these guys who hide treasures are always so trollish.
Well, they are pirates.
Yeah.
Speaking of
but
pirates,
on, this is neighbors actually.
I can't believe someone has a copy of
Thomas
Pirates
too.
Yeah.
Someone has a copy
Hold
of
on,
what?
hold on, this is kind of important.
At least that's what the stories tell us.
But rumors are never end up true, right, guys?
He's involved in all
Yeah.
Mm. We better be quick, otherwise Shoreline will probably destroy half of Scotland. Anyway, chapter 9. Those who prove worthy.
Edgeworth, we need your help.
Not that worthy.
Also, yeah, what was that, Deji?
I said that someone stole a copy of Pirates of the Caribbean 5 and threatened Disney to pay him ransom or else they'll reveal it to the public.
Are you
What?
serious?
Are you
Yep.
serious?
Really?
That actually happened? Someone
Yeah,
actually...
someone pirated.
You moron! If you're gonna do that, leak it secretly instead of. Ugh.
Announcing it to everyone. Other police are gonna find you.
It's Disney. Even if the police don't find him, Disney themselves will find him.
He just wants money.
He's trying to
Yeah, but he
extort
could've-
money from Disney of all people. Disney.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like trying to fight
so-
the sun.
But besides, Disney already extort money from themselves every year because they have a flop every year.
Okay, seriously, I don't get this. How do you not think to leak something that big? Like, seriously, screw the money. You'll have fame.
Does anyone really care about Pirates of the Caribbean at this point? No.
A lot of people do, Deji. Why do you think Disney still keeps it going? It's one of their biggest
Because they
money-making
have
franchises.
They have a Johnny Depp contract, and I can't think of any original movies.
Well, Deji, to be fair, the
Well-
Pirates of the Caribbean movie are back on an upward slope with the 4 film, and they still
I
do
didn't
make
like
a lot of
4.
money.
Well, that
yeah.
and I also see where Deji's coming in that. When was the last time Johnny Depp had a financially successful movie?
There
No,
was
all
that
his movies are financially successful. So.
Well,
Wonderland
not
aside.
not from Black Mirror onward. No, Black whatever onwards.
So yeah, that's a good question that Nate just asked. I mean, if Avery's trying to keep the treasure himself, why involve another pirate in one of his schemes?
Maybe it was
Because
his.
he was stupid.
Maybe it was his child.
Or maybe, just maybe, they were means to an end.
The ends do justify the means, after all, right, Pedro?
Oh, so that's why it's called The Thief's End. Da-dum.
Ah, here we go. One of my favorite puzzles in the game.
You know, people need to
Trying
learn
to
to.
justify the means. That's the problem.
You
Why,
kn-
why
Oh,
the hell did
guys,
they use these
no,
type of traps?
Not a puzzle.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I have-
All right, Dwibs, you want to, or should I explain it?
I'll do it. Basically, I'll explain it when we come up to it.
Oh, okay.
Basically, as I was saying, people gotta learn to stop just stepping on what looks to obviously be like the only movable square in these traps.
Anyway, I think we're up to it now. Yeah, they are. Basically, see those crosses there?
Yes.
You have to spin the gears at the bottom in order to get them on to the pattern that they're shown on Nate's
Oh, that's one. Hold it.
diary.
So
Also,
yeah, someone put the hand in there and they got killed.
Yeah, don't pull that until this puzzle's done. Otherwise, you will end up meeting the same fate as Mr.
Oh.
Skeleton for there.
So either that person sacrificed himself to get the pattern in motion, or he chose poorly.
So you either progress or you become skullduggery pleasant.
Do you like the latter?
So yeah,
I never read Skullduggery Pleasant, I just heard of it.
all right, Liz, you might want to explain what's up with the bucket.
Yeah, in order to power the thing, you need water.
Makes sense.
So we fill it with.
What
the
are you
bucket.
waiting for?
Ha 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 ha.
Yes, you realize that.
What? Oh, wait. You just caught the pun?
Yeah.
Wow, you're uncharacteristically slow to react to that pun.
And yeah, just like to keep with the theme of the game, all the free crosses are the crosses of the free specific saints that we've been knowing about since the beginning of the game. Here we go, those
Cool, I'll
Jesus,
just hang
Dismas, and
around here.
Chestus.
Cool, I'll just hang here, you guys have fun. Yeah, put the crosses in the right order. And this is probably the reason why this part is so long.
Wait, that hard?
Well, it's just trying to solve a puzzle, so.
I hope I'm not this bad in Lady Layton. Sorry, Layton's Mystery Journey.
Like a stealth series with puzzles. Are you sure that this is the right series for Dwibs?
Actually, she right. This is not Last of Us. Is a stealth series. This one is more action adventure.
Last of Us isn't
technically
so
is
much
stealth in this one.
There's a reasonable amount of stealth here.
Last of Us is
Yeah.
actually more survivor horror. You don't
In
have.
which the stealth is justified.
Well, let me put it like this.
Yeah,
You-
but
And it's
still.
more horrifying than
True,
most
Joe.
horror
Well,
movies.
Joe, but it depends on which difficulty you're playing, because trying to do a full violence playthrough on the hardest difficulty, that's basically asking for trouble.
You can technically try and run through, but admittedly on the parts where you have to clear out the room of enemies, yeah, that's the time when stealth is needed.
Yeah, it's still not looking right at the moment.
Shouldn't it be?
Basically, the way it works is, remember, whenever you spin one of the free wheels, it also directly affects the adjacent wheels. So you have to combine the rotating of all free wheels to make sure you can place them in the specific order. Like, for example, you can literally move one cross from one wheel to the other wheel if you play your cards right. So it's all about well, it's all about grinding your gears.
Yeah, it grinds my gears because it's a puzzle.
So you're trying to get the 3 crosses. Oh, and of
Into
course
the
the water
flash-
Yeah,
bucket.
all 3 crosses need to be in the lights. Yes.
In the correct lights, yeah.
Including the
And
water
they can-
bucket,
and they
I'm
can't be-
guessing.
And they can't be. Oh,
No.
You sure you got this?
Oh, yeah. That's basically him warning us.
So I guess the game doesn't let you do it unless...
no, it does. It does. It was just a warning.
Alright, should I do it?
Sure, why not?
No. Nah.
Wow, your instinct saved you there.
Yeah, I had the feeling, yes, something's not right here.
Dismiss to the left of
When I do Tomb Raider 2013, I might show off a lot of the devs, since you can tell they definitely wanted us to see a lot of those dev animations, considering how fucking over-the-top gory they are.
You're probably going to end up showing them even if you didn't want to. I mean, Jesus Christ, the way that game is designed, it definitely wants you to die.
I find the easy mode fine, honestly.
Oh, you're doing the easy mode, okay.
Okay, so how
Never
long do you
mind,
think it'll
then.
take for me? Okay, without scanning the video bar, how long do you guys think it'll take for me to solve this puzzle?
5 minutes.
You're giving devs a bit too much credit.
Wouldn't it be a plot twist if it turned out that
Hey,
actually...
hey. I didn't say that he jump cut it, did I?
The thing is, to give it again, I don't know if I've said this already in the playthrough, but out of commentary and privately via SharePlay, I had to teach Dwibs how to do a specific puzzle in the later part of the game.
You know, at this point, there's as of the day we're recording this, I'm up to that bloody bit. We have to go on a boat and find the right island. It took me forever to do the first playthrough. So when I record that bit, I'll just watch another playthrough and copy that. Save us time.
Why didn't
You have to
just
follow the
speed-
arrows, basically.
So why didn't you just speed up the footage?
Yeah,
Cause-
we're not gonna make it. Let's speed up.
Nah, actually, then you guys would probably miss
Not
the
yet,
puzzle.
Pedro. Not yet.
Well, I mean, not speed it up too much, but like 2 times speed.
I didn't think of that at the time.
It's okay, Dwibs. I've already forgiven you.
Shira, do you have enough coffee there? We could be here a while.
I've already drunk the coffee.
Well, I do have a roleplay I could write in. while
Did you
we
bring
do this.
well, Shira? Did you? Sure, it's coffee. Should have brought 17 cups.
I
Oh,
only have one, I'm afraid.
sure, yeah, you should have brought
What?
17.
I will ask also to say that you do have to put all 3 crosses in the lights, like Dwibs said. However, there's a hint for Dwibs.
The game's telling me. Yes, I know that game.
Dwibs needs some super hints.
You
Yeah,
can't...
that's basically okay. That's the problem with the hint system. Though sometimes it tells you the freaking obvious.
Well, the thing is, Dwibs, Neil doesn't, and Bruce don't want to flat out tell you how to solve it.
Yeah, no, but give me something more helpful than bring
You
the
put-
crosses
you-
into the light.
well,
I'm going to bring it into the light.
Well, the
Play
thing is,
Professor Layton, you should know how this works.
well, the thing,
guess to be fair, Dwibs,
actually
it's
hasn't
also
technically
for
yet,
people who
aside from the
may-
crossover.
Well,
Deji.
well, to be fair, Dwibs, it's also meant for the kind of player who may skim over details that, are kind of background, quote-unquote, wise.
That too,
Also,
yeah.
I'll probably need some hand holding with the Leighton series as well.
Not just that, Jova. Go ahead. Dwibs, go ahead.
So, besides Deji, I'm actually doing a Leighton game in the future.
Yeah, he's doing Lady Layton. Anyway, not just that, Jova. The one thing we have to remember, knowing how this puzzle works, it's all about figuring out. It's all about carrying these crosses over the course of the wheels. So it's not like you can give specific hints aside from because there's various different ways you can solve this puzzle. There's
Yeah.
a million different combinations. So
In fact,
it's
I
not
actually see a way that Dweebs could have gotten it a few moves ago, but,
Akira Tago's puzzles were designed with a hint system in mind. This wasn't.
Try pulling the switch.
Nah, no, I can't pull the switch yet. I need to get that bucket up there.
of
Yeah,
course the bucket,
the bucket has to be up
as
there.
well.
So yeah, you have to, like I said, use the various wheels to try to change the bucket from one gear to another. Not that one,
Oh,
but
not that
yeah.
one. You're almost there, Dweebs.
I'll get there eventually, guys.
There you are. Now you have to get
Yep.
that other cross back where it was supposed to be.
Almost
guys?
there. What?
Guys, I think we're crossing the line right now.
What do you mean
You
crossing?
see, this is something that could have helped the gameplay of Beyond Two Souls. Remember that part in the Navajo chapter where she's all like, oh, never mind.
All right, have I got it?
I think you mean, Deji, that we're crossing the beams. The streams.
And
Ah! Okay.
Aren't you're a real sunshine, aren't you, Jova?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding, Dwibs. When I got to this particular part, I was expecting them to reference Uncharted 2 and have Nate fake to scare Sam.
Hold on. Don't you mean National Treasure 2? That's actually what I was thinking about. Did they do that in Uncharted 2 as well?
They remember when Nate was picking up that thing from the skeleton, and then he did a to scare.
yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot
man.
to
I get
forgot
that.
to take a notebook
But
bit
yeah.
back there, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, have you seen National Treasure 2? There's actually a part where
Yeah, I
Nicolas Cage's character...
I've only seen the
Cage
first
does
one.
that, yeah.
Basically, there's a part where Nicolas Cage's character puts his hand inside a part that can either... Well, it looks like it could. And he goes, oh, my hand! It pretty much scares the bejesus out of everyone watching.
That was
Sorry,
it's a common joke in this genre. Anyway, what I was saying was, like I said, in that Navajo chapter of Beyond Two Souls, where Jodie literally goes, "I have to remember where each of the medicine men stood," and then she automatically starts putting the talisman in the right place, and she means that line. She needs to remember it, not the player. You know, like I can imagine the developer turning to David Cage. David, we think like we could make a really cool puzzle out of this part that she has to solve. No, too hard for stupid gamer.
By the way, bets on
but-
whether or not we'll be hearing from him at E3.
But David, there's barely
We
any
won?
gameplay here as it is.
Let me check.
What?
I'm sure he'll be in a E3 at this point. I mean,
It's weird though, Miko.
Detroit. You're talking about
Okay,
Detroit, right?
so
Yes, Detroit. But don't you see, Deji? This is a Detroit win.
I keep forgetting about that game's existence.
It's a Detroit that has mainly Caucasian members instead of the usual African American population that is actually the majority of the city. What the hell, David Cage?
You know what?
Anyway,
I'm not
yeah.
open that
Yeah, I just chalk it up to him being an idiot as opposed to him being racist. At least that's what I'd hope.
Anyway, let's climb up this wall. This bit reminds me of the old UK series of Gladiators where they had to climb over a wall.
yeah. Also, Shiroi, don't forget. Now that you have a PS4, you're gonna have to do a share play, let's play of that.
Oh, sure, I got a PS4.
Well,
that
Alice
probably
has
won't-
it.
That probably won't be able to actually be a reality until next. When I actually have it around like 24/7.
Oh, don't worry, Shiroi. I can wait.
In the meantime, in the meantime, I gotta get into some practice.
Look, Shiroi. Jova's doing his time. Dwibs did his time with Indigo Prophecy. Teo is going to do his time with Heavy Rain.
love how-
You have to do it too.
I love how Nate did all this kind of jokes I'd make. You did
So Pedro, when are you gonna do your time with David Cage's first game up from the Sega Dreamcast?
Actually, Dwibs is the one recording that. But yeah,
I'm
I guess
doing that one.
I should do that at some point.
From what
as a
I've seen of that
secondary playthrough.
game, yeah, it's okay. Aside from Heavy Rain, that game is his best game. Take that whatever way you want. I'm mainly speaking story-wise, but even gameplay-wise, it's actually more intuitive than, well, Beyond Two Souls.
Speak for yourself. I can't stand the controls of that game.
I meant intuitive. I didn't say actually tight.
All right. So
Remember,
where do I
Pedro,
go?
back in 6th Gen, intuition was the true thing. That's why the Dreamcast started off strong.
Anyway,
before it died.
where is it? Do I go now?
You're the one playing the game, Dwibs. Shouldn't you know?
Well, past me certainly doesn't know.
Jump onto the wooden ledge there. Come
Dwibs,
on.
you specifically played this game before, specifically to get ready for this playthrough.
Half of it.
True.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you got past this part. I know because I solved that later puzzle for you, so I know you've passed this part before we
Dwibs,
recorded.
you're not
this.
about to try and actually jump down. Good. using the rope.
No.
No, you're not. What the heck are you doing?
Parkour.
What the hell are you
I swear
actually
to God,
doing?
if you actually try and jump down there.
No. That was
what
Uncharted to me.
What happens if you jump?
I die.
Well, obviously.
There was this one part where I fell twice in the same spot.
I don't think I was there for the moment for that part.
But don't worry, I actually take my time. But a lot of
Dwibs?
it is a 52-minute part.
Dwibs, the wooden ledge. Dwibs, the wooden ledge.
I tried to reach the wooden ledge, I swear I couldn't reach it.
Ah, whatever.
Yeah,
You
we
found
got
this
there.
way.
The point is we got there now.
True.
Yeah, it's too dark.
Oh, go conversation, guys.
Anything noteworthy by the dormitories?
Not unless you count some.
I hear the voice of the devil.
Have you finished digging by
And
Laura Bailey ain't the devil, come on.
Sites are wide open as
Oh,
Well, that
also-
depends in which game you're talking about. Remember, she's the son of the devil in Catherine. The daughter of the devil.
Yes,
sorry.
Laura
Yeah,
Bailey
she-
plays the son of the devil, of course.
seen a couple of men over right away.
Good.
Nah, I just hear Chun-Li.
Any luck with those manuscripts?
She's awesome in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah, she's Chun-Li.
Keep me updated.
All right, let's have a minute, I guess.
A moment of silence for Laura Bailey. Wait, what?
Did you hear? They found a whole annexed area under the cathedral.
I did. Have you seen it?
Taking the credit, are you?
Why?
Because there wasn't much left after they'd finished finding them.
My men have been a bit liberal with the
They're like
dynamite.
100 well-armed bulls in a china
A
shop.
bit liberal.
They've made more progress in 2 days than we've made.
Pretty sure Glasgow could hear that.
Progress. I can't analyze rubble.
Okay.
Yeah, it really does suck when you're blowing up the artifacts you're looking for.
Will they do anything drastic?
Well, no one ever said Shoreline was...
Well, I analyzed the few clues that haven't been blown up.
No,
Yeah,
don't
that-
sit around waiting any longer.
All due respect, I think I have a bit more experience with this sort of thing than you do.
We tried things your way.
Bullshit. You've been wanting to level this place ever since we got here.
No, I would have stood across long before it ever even made it to that auction. The same auction where I couldn't have my men around to deal with any surprises.
The auction was the cleanest way
But
to get
instead
the
of going with
cross.
my gut, I listened to you. And now
This is turning into a debate from Ace Attorney Investigations.
Or maybe
Dun,
you
dun, dun,
Logic battle.
dun, dun.
Why the hell would I do that?
Investigations 2 never came out in the West, right?
Yeah, fan translation.
Yeah.
Well, not just a fan translation, a fan localization. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, it's literally like
Wait,
playing
wait,
an
wait,
actual Ace
wait.
Attorney game.
Hold on, Joe.
Wait. Blowing stuff up is the clean way. I hate to see what the dirty way is. Clean way in the Dean's case.
Of course.
I'll let you know if anything turns up.
I sense some romantic tension between the two.
Nah.
Nah, she's more so. Remember, one of the things that she's kind of like Chloe in the sense that she uses her femininity to her advantage.
Before they blow that treasure to bits.
Yeah.
We all know she's just waiting for Drake, like most girls seem to do in this series.
Yeah, fortunately,
Except
she's
for
not- well, she's not discount Chloe, at least I don't think.
Oh, no.
No. Not to mention, well, she's going to be friends with Chloe in the next game.
Well, of
in
course.
the
Legacy, yeah.
Well, of course.
So
Elena,
I'm guessing we're going to expand on her character in that as well.
well, of course,
Yeah.
Pedro. The only time Elena has to wait for Drake is when he needs to come to bed,
Uh,
so they can read and play Crash Bandicoot together and do nothing else.
You know, if
you think you can beat score on my TV game thing? You don't even know what it's called.
you know, if Fates had gone differently, maybe they would have been playing Spyro the Dragon instead.
Spyro was not a. Oh,
Spyro was Insomniac.
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 I
But
mean,
they were
Ryan
still
was
under
Naughty
the same
Dog.
house.
oh, so you're saying I
Sort
go
of.
if they shown another PlayStation exclusive?
Anyway, got an artifact.
Sorry,
Oh,
Desi.
there-
Set box.
Sorry,
Well,
Dave.
there are rumors that we are getting a Spyro remastered trilogy.
I don't know about that, but we are getting the Jack and Daxter Naughty Dog games on PS4.
And hey, Skylanders is dying. So either they'll take Spyro down with them, or maybe he'll make a return.
Hey guys,
Maybe Vicarious Visions can do that trilogy after and the end of the
guys,
trilogy.
you will get your Spyro Enter the Dragonfly HD remaster and like it.
Hey. If they remake that game into something good, I'm fine, because I'll admit I haven't really gotten into the Spyro
Yeah, but you didn't listen to what Dwibs said. He said remaster, not remake. It's just going to be the same game with prettier graphics.
Not if it's the same quote-unquote remaster that the Crash Bandicoot
No,
Insane
but you see,
trilogy
Jova,
is.
it's going to be released as a PS2 classic, meaning it's going to be an emulation.
Okay, then
Anyway,
that's screwed.
Anyway, Shiro, are you sure you don't want to do Enter the Dragonfly?
Nobody wants to do Enter the Dragonfly, Dwibs.
But guys, Enter
Sure.
the Dragonfly has a means that you can skip the entire game, but with that glitch by going into the portal, flying at just the
Yeah.
right angle.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, you know what, guys? That's what I'm gonna do. The whole playthrough is just me doing that thing, and then the game will be over, and I won't have to play the rest.
Sorry,
Exactly.
Dwibs, we never do things well, actually, yeah, we do things the easy way a lot. Pedro uses cheats a lot. But we don't use those. But we don't use
Usually
glitches
I only
that
use
skip
cheats
the entire game.
when the game itself is, well,
And
questionable.
True.
And since Enter the Dragonfly is an absolute broken mess.
Well, Dwibs, if I could beat all of my number 9 without cheats, I'm sure you could beat Enter the Dragonfly without having to glitch.
It has the kind of lag that rivals 3DS Smash Online.
Which game you talking about? My number 9 or Enter the Dragonfly?
No, I
Enter the
said
Dragonfly.
and the Dragonfly.
Well, Jova, how about this? I promise you that when I start recording our Sonic 06 playthrough, I'll try my best to do the ball puzzle legit.
Okay! You brave soul.
I have
Oh,
done
I
it
did
before.
it legit the first time.
I've done it before actually. So
True.
I've done it before. I have a basic good way of doing it. I think I can handle it. Don't worry.
Alright. You know, PokeCap...
But however, I will also be showing off the other alternate method that everybody else uses.
You know...
Okay, since we're in Scotland at the moment,
That's right,
Yes.
we are...
in game,
Yes?
there is this, you know how I keep mentioning, how I mention sometimes that shows move from place to place here in the UK for reasons?
Yes?
That happened well, not recently, but it happened with Scotland. There was this show in Britain called Waterloo Road.
Oh, you
and
mentioned that one in this playthrough already.
Did I?
Yes.
Yes.
Dwibs' memory, everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although
We have
not
to
like
we
mine's
have
much
to do the
better,
we have to do the remembering for him.
Well, sure, Roy, you just remembered something for him, so...
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
said,
very
Jova.
selective.
That's what I said, Jova. We have to do the remembering for him.
Although
We
actually,
remember things for each other.
guys, I have thought of something new related to that. Something I haven't mentioned on commentary before.
What is it?
If they had to move from where they were based in Rochdale in Greater Manchester, they could have just moved to that new Media City place they built, which is actually in Manchester. It's certainly nearer to
screw that.
Rochdale. It's certainly nearer to Rochdale than Glasgow. But don't worry, but it's only a 220-mile difference. That's tiny.
No, that's nothing. I still want to see that show you have yet to show me that tries to make my hometown look like Renaissance Italy. I need to see.
It's Da Vinci's Demons, a show David Goyer created.
Wait, it tried to do Venice?
It tried to make Swansea look like Renaissance Italy.
Renaissance Italy.
And I've been to Swansea, and it's a decent-looking place, but it's certainly no Italy.
Are there any...
I've been to Italy, a lot of Italy, and I live in Swansea. Part of Swansea looks like bloody Renaissance Italy, or anything that looks like Italy now.
So, how much effort did they put?
I don't know. I haven't seen yet.
I haven't seen the show. That's one of our Brit Picks things we're doing along with Tio.
And me.
Well, do you want to know it too?
Sure.
Yeah, sure, why not? Again, for Britpick, for it to count for Britpicks, it needs to be either filmed in Britain or at least have something to do with Britain, like it was commissioned by a British company.
I forget. Does Sheree have Netflix?
Yes, she
Yes,
does.
I do.
You know, I'm tempted. Maybe. Well, it depends. Pedro, are you okay with the three of us until you get like a means to download them, doing critiques of that show that?
Joe, but you have to remember, so far only Netflix, France, and USA have the show.
Wait, France.
The UK doesn't have it yet.
And it has yet to leak. So.
Wait, France.
They'll
Well, the
never leak.
French version has leaked, but I guess this show is so terrible that nobody in America even cares enough to leak it.
It's pretty bad, yeah. I mean, okay, look. Okay, you know how everyone's
Do
saying...
you mind if I borrow this?
Oh,
Do you mind if
hold
I
on.
borrow this, sir?
Sure, go right ahead. I'm just
Go
waiting
ahead,
until I
Des.
get my cameo on the
Let it be
title.
known that I, Thomas Howard, captain of the Dauntless, am a gullible fool. It started with the cross, a cryptic message from my old compatriot with a vague promise of paradise. I was skeptical, but the thought of living the remainder of my days at home wondering what would be was too much to bear, and one does not ignore a letter from the king of pirates. I survived being marooned, survived the attack, I want to survive this, my legs broken, my crew are a piece of shit. I'm gonna die here, curse you, Henry Avery. Bleh.
P.S. P.S.
No, I agree. That's a pretty good sum up of that letter on part of the Dwibs.
P.S. Writing
Yeah,
from Madagascar. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. We like to move it.
Yeah, I don't think the first Madagascar film was that bad, but there are things I don't really like.
Yeah,
Why
pretty
do
much.
DreamWorks just keep buying songs?
Well,
'Cause
I'll
they
give
can.
it this. I actually did like the remixes of Move It. But I think
Okay, basically, here's a challenge. Get something on the other side of that to balance so that you can reach the top of the cliff.
God.
We'll use Sam
Sounds
for
like
now.
a good moment.
Well, remember,
sounds-
Shiroi,
sounds
DreamWorks
that
is the
heavy.
anti-Disney.
Up.
Ah! Nathan! And now I think this means that Sam will die because now there's nothing to weigh him on the other end.
Yep.
You have doomed
Sam's,
them both.
Sam's flung through. It's like that. It's that bit in the remake of King's Quest 3. Put something on there, he goes flying across. Now you'll find out for yourself whether the world is flat.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. Hold on. Sam is voiced by Troy Baker. Troy Baker voices Simon Blackwell, who faces off Phoenix Wright, who's also voiced by Sam Riegel. I sense a connection here for Ace Attorney 7.
Well, so far, Sam Riegel has yet to have a major role in Naughty Dog game. So far, he's only done additional voices.
But you know what this means, Pedro. The next rival of Ace Attorney 7, or at least one of them, since Ace Attorney 6 actually had two rivals, a first since Ace Attorney Investigations 2, one of the attorneys will be voiced by Nathan Drake, and the other voiced by Laura Bailey.
Doing Nolan North.
Noah North.
His
Although,
name isn't actually Nathan Drake, you know.
Maybe Sam. Oh, there we go.
although, funnily enough, Pedro, one of the popular choices I hear for people
And
who
of course, it starts to break as soon as I come onto it.
Go, 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 go.
Thanks
Got
for
it.
the lift, bro, but how are we getting back?
I guess we'll have to find another way.
I assume that they just left a convenient back actress, right?
It's a bit too late to have regrets, Joe, at this point.
Wouldn't it
And we
suck?
got 18 more minutes of entertainment left, guys.
So, but yeah, you know what's funny, Pedro? Whenever I hear people ask, who do you think would be perfect to voice Franziska? A lot of people say Laura Bailey for some reason.
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
I can see Laura Bailey doing a great Francisca, honestly.
And wouldn't that
Who's
be
Francisca again?
Man from
Von Karma's daughter.
rival of the
happy
second game?
Was she Catherine? Yeah, she was Catherine, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
See, Catherine.
Yeah, she could be Franziska.
You know what? It's also funny. I see a lot of people ship Franziska with Blackwell.
Ugh.
Another cross.
Well, it's been actually no, never mind. It can work because of the 7-year jump.
They're both edgy McEdgelords.
Oh, no, this is important.
Yeah.
Oh, the edge.
Edge.
The only valuable thing? I don't know. Archaeologists would disagree.
Yeah, it makes a good point. For all we know, this is another test.
Okay, so
Oh, and scales.
This is another puzzle, isn't it?
Nah. The characters do it for us.
pretty sure.
It's
Yeah,
not a very
I-
complicated one. It's not a very complicated trap anyway, so.
Yeah, no, but I just wish we could have played this one. Just press a button instead of getting Channel David Cage for a second and did it for us.
I love this. Please don't be a trap. Please don't be a trap.
Yeah. But anyway, got the David Cage out of the system. Let's move on.
Whoa.
You recognize the shape? It's Madagascar.
Oh, how appropriate considering the earlier jokes you were making.
We predicted it.
Well, technically, me and Dwibs didn't because we already know this in advance.
Yeah, I already played the game since last year.
He's screwing with this. What are you talking about? Avery. He's screwing with this. This was supposed to be it. So where's the goddamn treasure? Huh?
Did you really
Did you
think
really
it was
think
gonna
it'll
be
be that
that
simple?
easy?
North Pole?
It's a puzzle, you dummy. It's supposed to be hard to
It's gonna be hard
solve.
to
To
solve.
solve.
Yay, that fits in with the earlier Alone in the Dark reference I made.
Paradise awaits.
Yeah, Paradise Awaits.
He was recruited.
But wait, Paradise Awaits? Like, oh, that looks stuffy like the south
Oh,
of France.
he was recruiting.
Yeah. Turns out, apparently Avery was recruiting pirates, but for what purpose?
Hey, that's cheating.
You gentlemen
They're the
know
bad
well.
guys.
You guys solve puzzles. I blow my way through for the puzzles.
Hey, that's my approach. That's gonna be my approach to Lady Layton.
Good luck with
I'm
that.
sorry. Or you can't blow up puzzles in that universe. I think they're
Great,
omnipresent.
come in.
No, I got it.
Remember, Dwibs, in Layton's London, you can even do anything properly without puzzles, because puzzles are pretty much currency in
You
that
can't
universe.
even catch the bus without solving
You
a
can't
puzzle.
even
Hey
fight
Pedro,
with
you know how I got? You know how I have Dick Layton?
Hold on.
I'll have crazy cats. You blow stuff up.
Oh, of course. All right, hold on.
Kings Bay.
Well, she was voicing Calf last we checked.
Yeah, but
Kings Bay.
Is she?
Kings Bay.
Yeah,
Last
I
we
am.
checked. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, she is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Makes sense that she's also
Yay!
It makes sense that she's also voicing Trucy.
Well, okay.
And I'm
Both
also
me-
a Brit.
Sorry.
Technically, both me and Dwibs have technically kind of agreed that we should wait till we actually hear what direction they're going with the localization. But sure, as of yet, Shiroi should still be the one playing Katrina.
I'll remember to have the thing on for lines on for a bit.
Remember,
Well,
we haven't heard any kind of English voice yet, so we don't know what they're gonna do.
We have a release date, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, we do. July 20th.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
one of
touching it, random henchman.
So yeah, one of her idiot henchmen did that.
Well, Dwibs, he wouldn't be an henchman if he wasn't dumb.
Bye!
No wait, installer.
All right, now we get to play the game the way Dwibs prefers it.
But I've got no guns, so what do I do?
Just do the running instead of a gunning!
Oh,
Oh, you're not dead.
Oh crap.
he survived this.
Also, yes, Daddy?
Actually, Dwibs, he fell on his feet. That's legit, honestly.
Anyway, go on.
Background noise. That's why I said sorry.
I
They're
mean,
still
if he had
trying
fell
to...
on his back, I could see your point, but he fell on his feet.
I
so-
love how they're still trying to shoot us, like priorities, guys.
Yeah.
They're so dedicated to their boss.
No, they know us. They know.
You see, Remedy, a physical attack when you don't have guns. See how useful that is?
Oh, yeah, I got a gun now.
Oh God, please tell me our Quantum Break commentary is still alive, because, well,
It is. Don't worry.
I'm looking forward to seeing that published.
I'm not sitting through that again.
Well, Dwibs,
Is it really that bad?
okay.
Yes.
Dwibs, remember, this time you'll have our commentary to listen to when watching it. So it'll
Yeah,
make it more
my,
entertaining.
My amazing commentary. All I did was bang on about.
Trust me, Dwibs, there were plenty of parts where I found every little bit of a stupidity and tore it apart.
Anyway, yeah. Yes. Screw cover. I'll just run up and punch them.
Well, if it's
Oh,
one of
quantum,
those
so you're taking the quantum break approach. I see.
Yeah. I mean, but actually, Paige, I have the option to use a cover system. I choose not to because I wanna pretend I'm playing a Rambo game.
Also, Pedro,
Mhm.
aren't there several parts where Quantum Break wants you to play stealth, despite there not being a cover system?
That game is. By the way, Shiro, since you have access to a PS4, when you get around to getting the Uncharted trilogy, be sure to get the PS4 remaster, since the Blue Point remasters are the definitive versions.
Yeah.
60 frames per second and all that good stuff.
Insane trilogy.
Oh yeah, of course.
And also another reason why I do things like this is because I always love to go completely against what the developers want me to do. They always want me to hide and stuff, but I'm just like, screw that, I'm just gonna run up and punch them.
Well, yeah, fortunately, Dwibs, unlike David Cage's games and Quantum Break, to admittedly a slightly lesser extent than David Cage, Naughty Dog's games are still flexible enough to the point where you can still play the game your way, especially this one. This one is definitely the most flexible of all.
You know, mate, you could have gone behind cover. But you did that, so there's no point telling you about
To be
it.
fair, Sam was covering us.
Yeah.
I meant the guy we just killed.
Yeah, Sam was covering us from him. Notice how he was pointing horizontally behind you?
I'm such a colossal nitpicker, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
You're
Why do I
supposed
get
to
the
say
thing?
no.
Why do I get the feeling Deji's been waiting forever to say that?
Yes, he has.
Something about his tone of voice.
He sounds so vindicated.
We were watching Samurai Jack a few days ago. He was nitpicking everything.
Oh, you're showing him Samurai Jack. How you liking it
Yeah.
so far, Dwibs?
I'm enjoying it.
Good. Yeah, Samurai Jack is definitely a good mixture of action and comedy.
That was a series that I never had any kind of attachment to.
You're lucky then, because I had an attachment to it, Tio had an attachment to it, a lot of people had an attachment to it. And then after season 4 ended, nothing. Just
To me, it was just one of those shows that was there that I would watch occasionally. I enjoyed it, but not something I was always looking forward to watch.
true. I guess to be fair, as a kid, I liked it too. Although I was a bit annoyed how it had that thing that some shows seem to have, like, okay, the hero has a goal, but he never gets to it.
Well, that's what season 5 is for now, isn't it?
Yeah, but remember,
And that's
Pedro,
Pokemon in a nutshell.
until season 5, for all we knew, it was gonna go the Sonic Underground route.
Oh, guys, I've got a massive big
You
turret.
know, we were supposed to get a Sonic Underground ending, but that got canceled for some reason.
Well, we were supposed to get like a Sat AM special too, and we never got that.
No, like back in 2012, like they announced, like, okay, we're
I
I
doing
think I've heard Sat AM's writer died though, so
Yeah, but the
Oh.
reason why SAT-AM didn't get continuation is because, let's just
Dick.
say, it's another reason why people hate Penders.
Oh God!
Like we needed more reasons.
Wait, what did Pandas have to do with Sonic Underground?
No,
Go.
SAT-AM.
Go on,
Sonic.
Deds.
Wait, what does he have to do with that?
Well, you see, Ben Hur.
Remember, Shiro, some of the characters from Satan got implemented into the comics, and of course,
Penders
Ken
claimed
Pender's
them.
shenanigans kind of got to a point.
And also, Ben Hurst was trying to like make a SAT-AM movie, and like he almost did with Sega, but somehow Ken Penders showed them something, and Sega was like, "Yeah, we're not doing it." So he betrayed him.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny?
You're not going to greenlight my fan fiction? Well, then you're gonna pay.
Oh my god, I need to show you the trailer he pitched to Sega.
No, I've already
Okay.
seen it. It's
I
terrible.
Oh,
So-
Shiroi, you're
Wait,
in for something.
wait.
Well, you gotta
How-
admit, I'm somebody who didn't read the Archie comics, so I don't really about Penders and
Wait.
his bullshit, but I don't know the full extent of everything.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You telling me some people are so bad even Sega were like, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
Dwibs.
Oh,
guys,
gosh, that's terrifying.
guys. I'm not going to exaggerate here. The court case with Penders.
Holy crap! How
The-
did he survive?
Let me put it like this, guys.
He's got magnetic hands.
Yeah,
It's an
remember,
action movie,
He's got the
Roll with
Naughty
it.
Dog protagonist.
or rather,
syndrome.
action game. But you get what I mean.
I
Basi-
mean, the major criticism people give Uncharted is that it pretty much is a movie.
Not really, no. That's the Cage level. This game has plenty of gameplay.
It feels
on.
like one, but it's not one.
It's a
I mean-
hybrid.
Like I was saying before, this game is very flexible in the sense that you can either stealth your way through, for the most part at least, or you can blow shit your way through. I mean,
Alright, guys,
so
here we go.
I've been
gonna
impressed
make
with
our-
how well you're handling this section.
Oh.
Make our grand escape. Thank you, Deji.
think of it like an action-packed thrill ride.
That you can control. But anyway,
Yeah.
basically,
That's pretty much the basic thing when you like. It's like if you could literally play an over-the-top action Hollywood blockbuster.
Anyway, I haven't actually seen that thing that thing that was so bad Sega canned it thing that you mentioned.
But we'll do it.
Oh,
I'll show
no.
you the part.
But basically, Shuri Dibs, let me sum up how the court case between Penders and Archie went. It was so bad, so very stupid, that it makes every single case of Ace Attorney look sane by comparison. No, I am not kidding, I'm not exaggerating. Look up all the court...
Guys, we're about to have
about to reach the end.
a string of cutscenes, and they're really important, really major
And also,
cutscenes.
we're about to reach the end of this level.
Just let me know when we get there. But basically, to sum it up,
It's a long story, so.
All right, here we go.
Hey, this reminds me of that slide part.
Ow. It's too cold. It's too
And
cold.
they died of
Slowly
hypothermia.
get going. Slowly go. Damn
Well,
it, what'd you do?
considering all the adrenaline in his blood, his body's way too warm to immediately even notice.
And off we go. Bye, Scotland.
You'd be surprised, like I keep saying, you'd be surprised how much you can withstand when your body's full of adrenaline.
Or if you've been drinking enough booze to withstand.
Here we go.
Shut up my goddamn plane, mate. We're fine, thanks. Us to Madagascar. No treasure then? Not yet. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we're rich. Jesus. Suppose it's a start.
An
Yeah, we
ancient
could-
penny.
Madagascar?
We could get like
There with a map of
50th of his depth covered.
So that was just a test for those wanting to join Avery's crew. I can't wait to see-
Exactly. This guy has quite the initiation ritual, don't you think?
Yeah.
No, wait, I got
Is
it.
it
I
any
got it.
different from Nick Fury?
No, wait, guys, I got it. Avery knew that they.
Hold on, Nathan is about to crack the case.
Scotland, so he moved the treasure from Scotland to somewhere.
Eye patches and parrots now. I don't get it. Why the hell would they go to all that bother just to weed people out? To protect himself. Look, Avery was the most wanted man in the world at that time. He had to enlist people that he could trust in order to keep their treasure secret. What do you mean their treasure? Just think about this. Thomas too was a successful pirate in his own right. What would he possibly stand to gain from joining Avery?
More treasure.
Avery sent out crosses only to the other wealthy pirates like himself. What if they pooled and hid all their treasure together? That would make the guns way all look like chump change. Exactly. Holy shit. Okay, so we're
Probably gonna end up not getting any of that treasure because some tragedy's gonna hurt, Treasure Planet, blah blah blah.
big place. Anything more specific?
Is that movie any good?
It is.
Yeah,
I
heck
love Treasure
yes,
Heck
heck
yes.
yes.
Treasure Planet. I love it. I love that movie.
Yeah, I'll give it a watch.
Again, the only reason that movie
It's-
I
didn't...
didn't like it the first time around.
Well, that's just you. You didn't like Mary Poppins the first time around, so I'm not trusting you. I'm not trusting Child Shiroi's opinion. Sorry.
Okay,
You,
okay.
you know
but
what?
I'm younger than
you
her.
shouldn't. That's fair. You shouldn't trust
Yes.
Chelsea's opinions.
But Pedro, I'm younger than her, so shouldn't you call me Child Dwibs?
No,
No.
dude, we're talking about...
I'm talking about in the
he
past
means
tense,
Literal,
Dwibs.
he means literal childhood me.
Oh, alright, sorry.
Let me put it
Well,
like
back then
this,
you were
Roy.
still-
Let me put it like this, Roy. I can see why you might have
Also,
had...
Sony
Hey,
phone.
look, guys, a Sony phone.
Let me put it like...
Product, please.
Oh, goody.
Anyway, back
Yeah.
to the back to this. Ugh.
Like I said, we'll bring this up. I'll bring up my arguments about this when we get to, when you guys see where they're going with this.
Right, the liar revealed thing.
I even added, but when we get to that big reveal, I even added a little tiny clip for myself to the video.
Yeah, it's warranted, honestly. Even it's the one problem this story has, but I still think it mixed it out well in the end, because trust me, it does pave way to something much better. So fortunately, this problem doesn't ruin anything in the long run.
My guess is that the main reason this problem is so panned is because, like, well, for people who are so as intuitive as the writers for the story, you'd think they might have not stooped to that cliche. I mean, again. I mean, I don't know how it's executed, but again, there's always going to be a collective groan when someone resorts to a cliche, or you think it's a cliche at first. I mean, but from what you guys have told, yeah, it's gonna be that cliche pretty much. I'll admit, I, for one, don't particularly care for the Lyra reveal unless it's done intuitively in the end. Now, I'm still waiting to see how it's carried out, but...
Yeah, from what I've seen so far of this game...
I guess my main issue is that there's really no point for him to lie to her, is my issue.
Anyway, now we're in... We'll address that in, I think, part 12. But anyway, yeah. But no, Nate. We can lose signal on paper.
Speaking of Lyra revealed without purpose, who's looking forward to our RV commentary?
RV?
Robin Williams movie.
The highlights of the game in general, because this is actually the biggest open world area in the series history. If you can, this is a really big area, and you can find even optional stuff if you explore. So it's a really awesome area.
So
and we will see more of
from that.
And we'll see it in the next part.
See ya, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.
Goodbye.